So what I'm gonna do first is lay out the fabric. Probably should iron this first, but it'll be all right. It'll be fine. So I have the fabric laid out right on top of each other. I'm just trying to smooth it out a little bit. I'm gonna make the tentacles about 28 inches long. So I'm just gonna mark this with some chalk at the end where I want the bottom to be. I might make a few different sizes. Of course, they're gonna be different shapes, sort of like squiggly. I'm gonna bring up some pictures of her now. I'm not even sure how many tentacles she has. Is it 6 or 8? You gotta look it up. Okay, she has 6 tentacles, so that'll be easy. So we're just gonna wing this. So, okay, here's the end of one. And let's say I'll make them, get a mark about 4 inches. Maybe I'll make one, cut it out, sew it together, and see what it looks like before I go wasting all this fabric. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. That looks pretty cool. Cut this out. Okay, I am gonna pin this really quick and then take it over to the sewing machine, flip it inside out, and make my decision if it looks okay, if it's a little too, I think it seems a little too narrow, but I mean, I'm also going to be running in this, so I don't really want it to be humongous. Okay, so I have sewn the first piece together. What I'm going to do now is just go ahead and clip some of the curves so that they lay a little bit nicer. You just really want to make sure that you don't actually clip into your stitches, just cut pretty close. And then cut the corner off. And then I also, since it's a really tight corner, I'm going to cut up really close to those stitches as well. That will help make the point more pointy. Now I am going to try to flip this inside out. Okay, so here's what it looks like turned inside out. I still think it's a little skinny. I'm just gonna go with it. I think they're a little small, but I mean, this is not like an exact replica of Ursula here. And like I said, I'm gonna be running. I've marked out where I want to put the tentacles in between, so they're gonna go like this. I'm gonna attach ribbon and tie them in between two of the grommets, and then it'll just hang down. I want to put it on this belt because then I can take it on and off if I have to go to the bathroom. That is important. When you're designing a costume, make sure you can go to the bathroom in it. I'm gonna cut the rest of these out. 5 to go. I've cut out 5 more tentacles and I'm gonna sew them together and see what they look like. If I don't like them, I have plenty of fabric that I can work with. And see how I've made them, the ends more rounded on these, because it was really hard to get this point turned out. So we'll see what the rounded edges look like. This is what they're looking like so far. Cut all the tentacles out. So I'm going to stuff them with PolyFil and see what they look like. So I have this bag of PolyFil, but for some reason I felt like this wasn't going to be enough. I have no idea. So I went and bought this giant box of PolyFil. Am I going to use this much? No. I'll just have to figure out another project to use the rest of that on. But let's see how much of this I can use up. I did 3 tentacles so far. Ooh. So I have 3 to go. And I am almost out of this already. It is taking way more than I thought to fill up these tentacles. So I guess I'm glad I got that giant box. I'm still not gonna use it all though. Look at this craziness. I wish I had that on video. This was all stuff. It was like a magic trick. This was all in this box. I opened the twisty tie off of this and it like exploded out. I will definitely have enough. Here is the progress so far. 6 tentacles. I'm gonna lay them out and then put this paint on, and look, it's glow paint. Actually, before I paint this, I am gonna attach the ribbon to the top and see how that goes. So I wanna do that before I paint all these. I think it'll be easier. I'm just gonna cut maybe about 12-inch strips. And then sew them on. I'm just gonna stuff the ribbon in. Doesn't have to be perfect because you won't even see this. And then this is gonna tie onto the belt through the grommets. Let's sew. Just zigzag stitch to get that all across. Certainly not perfect, but it will be underneath, so you will never even see it. And that should be enough to tie it onto the belt. Okay, one leg done. Let's do the rest. The ribbon sewn on to all the tentacles. This one looks like a foot. And what I'm gonna do now is just paint all the suckers on the back. I'm gonna have to put a couple coats of this on. So that is what the one looks like with one coat of paint. It looks pretty cool. Now I'll just do the same to the rest.